Namaste, good morning. Thank you so much for joining. Welcome morning practice. This one will be a little bit shorter because I have to get to work today, but as always, please practice according to your conditions. Feel free to do the variations if you feel very comfortable doing them. Otherwise, please respect your limitations. So on that note, let's begin. Close the eyes, bring the attention inward. Nothing to do, nothing to seek. Everything we need is already within. Let's begin with the sound of Om 3 times to attract divine attention. Imagine you are everywhere. Om. Fix your mind on God alone. Rest your thoughts in God alone. And in God you will live hereafter. Of this there is no doubt. May all beings everywhere be happy and free from suffering and enjoy this practice through our senses. May we always have a strong desire for the knowledge that liberates us from pain and suffering. And may we cherish no ill feelings against each other. Only peace, love, joy, and compassion. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Let's do the mantra for purification to purify the space, the grounds, and all the psychic channels within. If you don't know it, you can always pretend you're singing it through the voice of the Guru. You derive all the benefits though you're chanting it perfectly. So if you know it, then try to do it in a single breath. Try to do it loud enough so it can be heard by the subtle bodies all within us and all around us. Om Pavitraha Pavitra Vasa Vashtanga Topi Vayaha Smrit Pandrikaksham Sabaya Vihatra Asaji. Let's do Purifier Pranayama 5 rounds. The technique is to breathe in for 4 counts. As you're doing it, raise your chest so that when you hold the breath, you can bring your chin down to the chest without hunching your back. You have to keep the back very straight for the energy to pass through easily. You hold the breath for 12 counts. You engage the throat in a root lock. Imagine you're lifting the pelvic floor up towards the navel and pushing up and in. It's a root lock for the throat lock. The chin is down on the chest as mentioned before, but also the tongue through the roof of the mouth behind the teeth, the attention at the space between your eyebrows. Try to imagine everything stops, all the mind activities, the body, movements, and the emotions are frozen. Exhale out for 8 counts through the left side. So as you're breathing out, do it gradually, not like a big explosion out of the breath, and try to be completely empty by the end of the 8 counts. Left hand in Yana Mudra, second finger and the other 3 together, second finger and thumb connected, and the other 3 fingers straight on the left knee, either palm up or palm down. Right hand, second and third fingers fold down. This is Vishnu Mudra. When you turn a palm towards you, it's no longer Vishnu Mudra. It's a mudra we use for the pranayama and also nostril breath breathing. The right thumb for the right nostril, right ring finger for the left nostril. So imagine being purified from the inside out. Imagine all the purifying effects rising all the way up through the trunk, right to the crown. Hold the breath, and as you exhale, imagine all the impurities going out with the breath. So sitting up tall and straight. Breathe out completely, empty the lungs. Breathe in through both nostrils. 2, inflate the lungs. 3, 4, raise the chest, hold the breath, chin on the chest, throat lock, root lock, third eye attention. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Exhale out to the left side gradually. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, inhale, inflate 3, 4. Hold the breath. It's not the shoulders that lift, it's the chest. Chin comes down on your chest, third eye tension. 4, 5, 6, 7. Keep your mind fixed on the space between the eye, between the eyebrows. Exhale out to the left side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, inhale. 3, 4. Hold the breath. 2, 3, 4. Use your attention and attract all the attention up to the space between the eyebrows. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Exhale out to the left side. 2, 3, 4, 5. Push all the air out. 7, 8. Again, 2 more. Hold the breath. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Exhale out the left side. Slowly, gradually, not a big explosion out of breath. Body. 5, 6, 7, 8. Last time, inhale. 4, hold the breath. Everything stops. Again, the mind is still like the eye of a storm. 10, 11, 12. Exhale out to the left side. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Conclude. Take a moment to just notice any changes in the state of the body, the mind, and the emotions. Have no expectations, no attachments to the results. Just be the witness watching everything. Now we'll try to open up all these gates are situated all on the central psychic channel. These are energy centers themselves, and we just try to open up those gates so that the energy, when it's ready to pass up, go up, it's got a completely open channel to do so. It's said that when the energy gets to the crown, it's possible to trigger divine bliss. But in order for the energy to rise up in the first place, you must be in adherence to the ethical rules, yama and niyama. So be firmly established so that the energy has a path to go up. So, starting at the base of the spine, the biggest purifier, remember, is compassion, yama niyama, the ethical rules. So starting at the base of the spine, concentrate your attention there. Picture that whole area flooded with the color red. Repeat after me the seven tones, same bija mantra for each, for the base of the spine. Lam, 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 lam. Repeat. 7 other tones. Lam, 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 lam. All the attention still at the base of the spine while you repeat that. Go up to the sacral chakra, located just a little bit above that. Color orange. Vam, 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 vam. Repeat. Vam, 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 vam. Next, the navel area, the navel chakra, the color is yellow. Ram, 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 ram. Ram, 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 ram. Repeat. The heart next, green color. Yum, 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 yum. Repeat. Yum, 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 yum. Go up to the base of the throat. Now the color is blue. Hum, 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 hum. Hum, 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 hum. The third eye, color is indigo. Om, 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 om. Om, 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 om. Lastly, the crown, the color is violet, one long sustained Om. Try to make this sound reach the ends of the universe. Om. Picture the color violet. Let's do it one more time. Inhale. Remain established in the Om, the ultimate mantra that contains all the sounds, colors, and vibrations of the universe. And may all beings feel those effects as well that we're feeling through the practice. So practice in a way that is mindful, that will deliver the best experience possible. So now let's come to standing. So we're going to start off by just imagine you're shaking out all the impurities out of the organs. You're pumping the belly button in, out. You're doing it as you hold the breath out, so you're completely empty. So take a deep breath in. Exhale, bend down. Hands on the knees, completely empty the lungs of all the air, and then start to pump the belly button in and out. Feel so all the organs are being shaken up and jostled, so all the impurities tumble out. Do these 50 times. Pull the breath out, but pull the belly button up and in again. Imagine the whole pelvic floor lifting and pressing up against the back wall of the body. Hollow of the area underneath the rib basket. And release, coming back up. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, bend down. Hold the breath out. Again, pump the belly button in. Keep holding the breath out again. Push everything up and in. Hollow of the area underneath the rib basket. Make it very, very thin. And release, coming back up. Breathe in. Breathe out. So now let's do the exercises. Do them with enthusiasm. Do the breathing with vigor so you get the full benefit of the exercises. Inhale, raise your arms up and down. Exhale. Inhale, straight up. Exhale, yank the arms down. Inhale, straight out. Exhale, pull in. Spread the fingers as the arms go out and pull them back into fists as you come back in towards the shoulders. Now, arm swings back and forth. Throw the arms behind the ears. And release. Arms across the chest. Inhale. Exhale. Throw the arms back. Arms up overhead. Exhale, throw the body down. Allow the belly to hit the thighs. One more. Allow the body just hang down. And then come back up. Next one, arms up over the head. Exhale, drop down into a squat. You don't have to go down all the way. Be mindful of the conditions of the knees. Come back up, elbows out to the side and twist from side to side. Exhale as you complete the twist on each side. Back to the center. Next one, again incorporating a squat, so we'll again go down to the level that you can. Sweep the arms up, inhale, exhale down, inhale back up, exhale down. Pretend you're a jack in a box springing out of the box and being pushed right back down. And then release. Next one, arms in front of the body, height to the shoulders. Inhale, circle around to the front again. Exhale, pull in and punch right back out. Get the sensation that the arms are spring loaded. And then the same action, but the arms start down so that you do a circle and a full circle and a quarter. Inhale, circle around to the front. Exhale, pull in and drop the arms back down. And then release. Open up the feet. Toes pointing out beyond the edges of the mat. Left arm up, inhale. Exhale, bend to the right. Right arm up, inhale. Go to the left. And then release. Next one is the same movement, but the breathing is a little bit different. Left arm up, inhale, bend to the right and hold the breath. Stretch through the breath retention. Coming back up on the exhale, right arm up, inhale, turn the toes in the same direction as the leg. Turn the body, chest up. And release. So you just spin on your foot. Right, left arm up, inhale, and bend. Point the toes forward, the same line as the leg. Coming back up, and the other side. Right arm, inhale, bend. Try not to make any folds in the waist and the left side of the body. Stretch the whole front side of the body. And then return on the exhale. Rise up, inhale, hold the breath. Imagine all beings feeling this through your body. So try to, again, avoid going to a place of pain and suffering and anxiety. This is not what you want to send out. Be mindful of what you're transmitting. And turn. Lose yourself in the sensations. Try to feel the extension from the toes all the way up to the fingertips of the arm above you. move in a way that's graceful. Imagine your grass flowing in the wind. To try to move the body every day, work the joints every day, to keep the body in a state of radiant health. Think of your body as a temple in which the highest self resides. You want to keep that temple as pure as possible and as good shape as possible. And then return. So from here we're going to come down onto the hands and knees. Cat-cow. So really fire up the core muscles. Inhale, arch the back. Exhale, round the back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Stretch the belly skin. Exhale, stretch the back skin. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One last time. Inhale, telescope neck out of shoulders. Chest forward. Exhale. Stretch the back skin. Come back to neutral. Raise your right leg up on the inhale and then swing it out to the right. Feel this little leg like a pendulum swinging out of control. But of course, modify the movement so it's suitable for your body and your condition. Roll the leg up, out. And then the other leg. Left leg up, inhale, and then swing it out to your left. Loosening up the hip joint. And then release. Now come on to the belly. Feel free to use a blanket to help from the hips from grinding into the floor. So you put the blanket so that the edge of the blanket is just at the tops of the legs. Join your hands behind the back if you can, otherwise keep your hands separate. Squeeze your heels, your palms. Engage the buttocks and upper back as you come up with your chest. And back down on the exhale. Inhale up. And back down. Up. And down. Up. Down. Press down to the tops of the feet. Up. And down. Up. Down. Up. Down. Up, down, up, down, up, and down. And break the pose. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let go of all fatigue, all struggles. Learn to relax instantly and bring the arms in front. This time, the modified version is to bring the legs and the arms up at the same time and back down, or opposite arm to opposite leg comes up. This type of movement. If you're stronger, try to throw the legs up. When the legs come down, the action of the hips and the chest coming down the ground will propel the body upwards. And so it looks like this. Join me. Don't use hands too much, so they'll stop the flow. And release. Forehead on the hands, breathe in, breathe out. And then coming back into child's pose now. Seat behind heels. This movement has 4 This has 4 parts. Inhale, round the back, coming up into high cat. Exhale, drop the hips, in hands, chest forward, head back, cobra. Back into high cat. And all the way back, see behind heels. Inhale, come up. Connect all the movement skills fluidly and forward. And back up, inhale. And back up, back, exhale. Inhale, rounding. Exhale, arching, flexing the spine. Back to rounding. And then flattening and lengthening as the seat goes back. Inhale. Imagine your wave on the ocean emerging, reaching its full heights. And starting to crest and disappearing back in the water. Inhale. Use these visualizations to help you achieve the effect. And back up, inhale. And all the way back. Inhale. Push the heart right between your shoulder blades. Then out through the center of the chest. And then reverse it. And all the way back. Inhale. Exhale. Try to move in a way that doesn't create any discontinuities in the flow of energy. All the way back. No kinks at the lower back or the back of the neck. Inhale. Exhale, and don't close your throat up. As you bring the chin into the chest all the way back. Leave a little bit of space up. Forward. Inhale up. And back. Inhale. Exhale, uncoil. Inhale, back up. And exhale, back down. Inhale. Exhale. Push your shoulders back so the chest is wide. Inhale. And back. And one more time. Inhale, rounding your back. Curl the tail under. Exhale. Back up, inhale. Exhale, all the way back. Seat on the heels. Breathe in. Breathe out. So from here, we're going to glide into the cobra. If you can't slide forward easily, you can always come into baby plank. So the modification is you come into baby plank, drop your hips, and then just hold the cobra pose. Otherwise, you start by gliding forward. The belly slides down the thigh, down the mat, and then come up into cobra. Hold the breath, hold the pose. Exhale all the way back. Inhale, come forward. If you're gliding, tug at the floor. You're trying to pull the floor towards you. Then coil. Imagine having that boundless range of motion like the serpent. And back, exhale. Inhale, copy the teacher, in this case the serpent, in every way possible. Blessed are those who can imitate the form physically. Try to imagine having that boundless range of motion. Like the snake. Come back. Come forward again. Twice. Blessed are those who can imitate the form mentally. Be regal and wise like the serpent. Exhale back. Again. 3 times. Blessed are those who can imitate the teacher. Spiritually tap into all the divine qualities. Embody them. They're already within. You just have to turn them on. And back. Exhale. So now, as you come forward, this time you can pick up your feet as well. Press into your fingertips if you like. Try to touch the toes, the head. Doesn't matter if you can't touch. Just work the legs, the knee joints, as well as the rest of the body. And back. Exhale. Imagine you're squeezing socks behind the knees. You point the toes, push into your fingertips, and maybe you'll get more height. Try to get as much height as you can. And back. Exhale. Inhale. Hold the breath, hold the pose. Everything stops. All the mind fluctuations of body movements and emotions again. Like an Ivan storm. Still. And back. Exhale. When the body comes into stillness, the mind also has more of an ability to come into quietness. concentrating without interruption. Make the mind one-pointed all the way back. Inhale. Hold the breath, hold the pose. And back, exhale. One last time, inhale, glide forward smoothly. You're fierce and powerful. Be a cool, light instrument. You become what you believe. All the way back. Child's pose. Breathe in. Breathe out. All fatigue. The practice is a balance between the strength, the drive, and the effort, but with softness and surrender as well. So come back into high plank, or just come up and then come onto your belly and roll onto your back. Hold. Tucks. Pull the arms way over the head, stretch the body out. And then exhale, tuck in, pull the knees in towards the shoulders, the chin to the knees. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze tight, make the body look like a fist. Inhale, extend, lengthen. And exhale, pull in. Inhale. Exhale, infuse power, inject power into every movement. Inhale. Exhale. Visualize the body moving just the way you want it to move. And this may translate into your physical movements. Hold the breath, hold exhale. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, pull in. Inhale. And exhale. Breathing's a little bit different now for the next set. Inhale, reach out, still doing tucks. Hold the breath, come into tuck. Try to peel your shoulders up off the mat so the shoulders and the knees come together. And try to bring your forehead to your hands above the knees. Release, exhale. Inhale, make your body taut and long. Hold the breath and tuck in. Squeeze the outside of the legs with your elbows. Hands can step right in front, one in front of the other, so you can bring your forehead more easily to the hands. Release. If you can't reach your head to your forehead to your hands, don't worry about it. Just do your best. Hold the breath, hold the pose. All the attention, in any case, in the space between the eyebrows. This is what attracts the prana there, your attention. Inhale. Hold and tuck. Everything stops. All movement. Physical, mental, and emotional. Release, exhale. Inhale. Hold the breath. Hold the pose. Release, exhale. Inhale. Reach out through the heels, spread the toes and the fingers. Hold the breath, hold the pose. All the body parts meeting in the middle. One last time. Inhale. Make it your best one yet. Hold the breath. Squeeze very, very tightly. And release. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let go of all fatigue. Feel the body just sagging from its own weight, sinking into the ground. Now bring your arms up over the head and then swing the legs up. Get a little momentum, the seat lifts up. And then roll forward. If you can do it, if you can use your core muscles, you can just bring the heels down. Try to keep your heels anchored down as you sit up. If it's too much, you just use the momentum to bring yourself up so you don't have to wait till your legs are down. You just come up as you need to. Hold back the knees and just roll it back. So this is also possible. So just a few more times. Try to make the movement smooth, whichever variation you're doing or modification. No jerky motions. And then the next time you roll back, prepare to stand. As the legs are coming down, bend your knees, touch your feet, and come right up to standing. So now we're coming to the front of the mat here, hands to the heart. Remember to renounce all the fruits of the practice. Imagine this as your divine obligation to all beings everywhere, so all beings enjoy everything that you're doing through you. Surya Namaskara. Imagine we're all together physically, moving together like a school of fish. Raise your arms up overhead, arch back as you see fit. Fold the body down. Chest on the thighs, hands on the ground. Bend your knees if you need to. Right foot back, lower down the knee, drop down to the seat. Come into the high plank, lower the knees down, the seat all the way back. Glide forward between the arms. Into the cobra. Roll over your toes, Adho Mukha Svanasana. If you can't touch the head to the ground. Then the right foot steps forward. If you need to, you lower the back knee down. If the foot doesn't make it all the way, use a right foot to assist the foot forward. Push the seat all the way forward and in towards the front heel. And then the left foot comes in to meet the right. Uttanasana again. Chest on the thighs, head down. Come right up to standing. And come back home, hands to the heart. Come up with the arms. Don't worry about the breath. Just move the body. The breath will follow and deliver more ease, more power to the movements and fluidity. Take the left foot back into the plank. The knees down, the seat all the way back. Glide forward between the arms again. Roll the shoulders back, take the head up high. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Lift the seat, heart melts down. Soften the line in the back. Left foot forward. Feet together, move in a way that is graceful, that is powerful, like a divine dance of devotion. Hands back to the heart. Raise your arms over the head. Fold forward. Bow to the legs, adjust your humility. Right foot back. Come into the high plank. Lower the knees down, bring the seat all the way back. This time as you come forward, as hips come to your hands, push into your hands, tops, feet. Lift the hips and knees away from the ground, no legs on the ground. Upward facing dog. And then back into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Left foot steps forward to the hands. Feet come together, Uttanasana. Come right up to standing, reach up over the head. And come back home, hands to the heart. And the other side. We'll raise, just the count again. Might be a little bit too low. Okay, so now raise your arms up. Go forward and down. Fold the body in half. Left foot back. Every movement expressing devotion, surrender, humbleness. Come forward into upward facing dog. If you can, lift hips and knees and hips away from the ground. Back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Left foot steps forward to the hands and feet together. Uttanasana. Balance the legs again. Come right to standing. Arch back. Engage the buttocks, never back. Try not to crunch the lower back. Hands back to the heart. Raise your arms up. Fold forward. Hinge at the hips. The right foot back. This time do not drop the back knee down to the ground. Keep the back leg charged. Into the high plank. You have the option to do that just what we did. The into cobra the same way. Or keep your knees up. And see if you can come right through without lowering your knees and your hips to the ground. So you have to push through the base of your toes, the heels, your palms, elbows into the sides of the body. Back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. And then the right foot steps forward. Again, the back knee stays lifted. And then vault the left foot forward to meet the right. Uttanasana. Come right to standing. Hands back to the heart. Go up and back. Move the joints every day so the body stays in a state of radiant health and can move more efficiently. Left foot back, keep the back knee lifted if you can, into the plank and into cobra or upward facing dog. If you want, the knees again stay up, pull the elbows into the sides of the body and swing right through into upward facing dog. Back into downward facing dog. Allow the chest to come close to the ground, the head comes right down, maybe left foot forward. Push back through the back heel, back knee stays lifted, and then the feet come together, Uttanasana. Come right to standing, arch back. Come back home, hands to the heart. Adding in a few more movements now. Raise your arms up and back. As you come forward, bend your knees. Join your belly, land your belly on your thighs, and join your hands together. Pull the hands right up over your shoulders, maybe in front of the head. Push the body against the legs. Try to get your chest lower than the knees even. Now look forward, hold the breath, keep your weight on the left leg, right foot back. Into Kapyasana. Raise your arms up over the head, arch back, stretch the body out of the hips. And then come back down with your hands. Now a different option here is available. You can come into plank or raise the left leg up. Come forward into high plank, keep your leg up. Pull the elbows into sides of the body, push with your toes. See if you can lower your chest down first, softly. If you need to, your right knee down at the same time as the chest is lowering. Back into upward facing dog. Stay here for a moment, bend through the toes under, and then pulse a little bit. Try to bring your shoulders back, the nose up, like a dog howling at the moon. Then lift the seat. Now the head come down, and downward facing dog. Bounce the chest. Try not to bend the arms. Make a nice steep curve from the seat all the way to the fingertips. A nice smooth curve. Steep at the top, shallow at the bottom, like a slide at the playground. Good, now raise the right leg up, Ekapada Adho Mukha Savasana. Step the foot between the hands, back knee down, flatten up the toes. And come up again into Kapyasana, pull your arms all the way up and back, stretch. And then come forward again. Belly comes onto your thighs, swing your hands back, join the left foot to the right. Uttanasana, bow down again, as though in humbleness. Come all the way up to standing, reach up over the head. Come back home, hands to the heart. Bring the arms up, pull the torso out of the hips, lengthen, fold forward, bend your knees, land your belly on your thighs, join your hands over your head, and then maybe even in front of the head. Lift your seat, try to get your seat directly over the heels, straight line. Glue the forehead to the shins if your legs are perfectly straight. And then hold the breath, keep your weight on the right leg, left foot goes back. Kapyasana. Pull your arms all the way up. Settle in the pose here. Rock your shoulders back and forth. Try to get your seat as far forward as possible towards your front heel. Radiate your inner light. Push your chest right up, away from the seat, so you don't feel any crunching in the lower back. And break the pose. Lean forward so you can bring your belly in your thigh, your hands on the right thigh, and then swing the right leg all the way up and back, if you like, or come into plank. And then come forward. If your leg is lifted, stay up, keep it up, come into high plank, shoulders over the fingertips, and here lower down again. Splay the fingers outwards, pull the elbows into the side of the body, and really move with control if you can, into upward facing dog. Look like a dog howling at the moon. The legs are charged, hips and knees away from the earth. And then roll over your toes, Adho Mukha Savasana. Look like a dog stretching its back if you're very flexible. Bring the forehead, maybe eventually the nose and the chin right down. Exhibit the loyalty the dog to its master, that beautiful quality of dogs. And then from here, raise the left leg up. Send the foot between the hands, landing it softly. No big heavy thuds. And then into Kapyasana again. Pull the arms up out of the shoulders, the body up out of the hips. Arch back. Imagine the index fingers going over the back toes. Eventually. Beautiful curve from the toes all the way to the fingertips. And then from here, lean forward, press your weight into your left leg, swing your hands behind the back, and then join the right foot to left. Uttanasana, fold the body in half. Trying again, get the chest below the knees. And then come all the way up. Arch back as you see fit. Come back home. Take pause here for a moment. From the heart, inhale all the love from the heart up to the crown. Hold the breath. Imagine all the love going out to all beings everywhere. Exhale back down to the heart. Remain established in divine love towards all. And release. So, coming back now, doing a few standing poses, balances. Starting off at the back end of the mat. Join your hands together if you can. Squeeze the heels, your palms together. If it's too much for your shoulders, you can keep your hands apart. And bring the left foot forward. Lean down and bring the right foot up. Balancing T. Look like the letter T shape, like you're lying on the table. Straight line from the toes all the way through the hips to the top of the head. Now you can stay here or bend your left knee a little bit, bring your belly on your thigh, and start to take your hands over your shoulders, open up the palms, lift the right leg up higher, arch the back. If it's too much, you keep your hands together, you can bring your arms out to the side. If you need to bring your fingertips to the ground, that's okay too. Just do according to your condition and your abilities. No attachment to the results. Good, now from here, step back down and come back up. Try to make all the transitions smooth and graceful. Play it out in your mind, and then see if the body will play out the image. If it doesn't, be unconcerned and judging. Right foot forward now. Just do your best. It's the effort and the intention that's more important. Top head reaching forward. Stretch through the top of the head, through the toes. Again, you can stay here or lean down a little bit. Bend your right knee so your belly comes closer to your thigh. But arch the back, bring your head forward, bring the left foot up higher. Try to point the toes to make it look pretty. And the arms over your head. Again, if you need to, separate your arms. Imagine you're gliding eagle. So whichever position you're doing, it's perfect. Especially when you come in with an intention of offering. And then bend your right knee and send the left foot back down. Good. Up from here. Moving back to the back end, left foot forward, bend down, bring the left hand forward, at least 14 or 16 inches in front of the right foot, not too close so you have room to extend. Raise your right leg up, raise your right arm up. Ardha Chandrasana, the hip is over the heel, looking up beyond your hand. Good. If you have good balance, you can see you can take your left hand up off the ground, maybe even from the heart. Then bring both hands on the ground, turn forward so the hip belly is over the thigh. Left hand comes through your ankle. Pull the right leg up higher if you can. As high as you can. If you have tight hamstrings, you can bend your knee. And then see if you can get your belly on your thigh by bending your left knee a little bit if you need to. Slowly slide your right hand to your foot. Maybe your hand can land on the foot as well. Gaze beyond the toes. And then break the pose. Bring the right foot down. Inhale, extend to the ground. And exhale, relax. Now, even if your body doesn't achieve what you see in your mind, just again, do your best. Just visualize, keep visualizing, keep practicing. Eventually the body will obey. Now step the right foot forward, lean down, the right hand slides forward, at least 14 or 16 inches in front of the right foot. Stay on the fingertips, tent the hand. Lift the left leg up and bring the left arm up. Good, now from here, if you like, you can look forward towards front hand. Hold the breath, so you can take the right hand up off the ground, maybe even to the heart. Just an option. Bring the right hand back down and then turn towards the front, the belly centered over the thigh, right hand to the ankle, the index finger just along the outside of the heel. Try to get your left leg up higher. Again, you can bend your knee if you need to. Okay, so bring your body right against your thigh by bending the right knee, and then slowly move your left hand towards the foot, Closer and closer, maybe even on the foot. Index finger on the inside of the heel. And then break the pose. Bring the left foot down. Breathe in, bring head forward, breathe out, relax. And then roll your way up. Good. From here, turn to the long side of the mat. Bring your fingers on the same line as the elbows at the height of the shoulders. Jump or walk your feet apart. Turn to your left. Virabhadrasana. 2. Sink down to the seat. When Dharmaji does it, his knee is very close to the ground. When your right hand swings, the back hand swings down, the fingers come right to the ground. But again, according to your flexibility, just do your best. But challenge yourself to go to the edge of your potential. So you keep on redefining that edge. Now bring the right arm up. If you can't turn the hip all the way forward, you can lift the back heel. If it's too much, you can lower the right knee on the ground. But stay tall and supreme, look like the devoted warrior. Always ready to do service by protecting your people. Now from here, push into the front knee, lift your hip a little bit. Back leg is straight, make sure your knee's not sagging down. So if you can, into Parivrita Padasana right from here. The right heel is lifted and your right arm goes the outside of the leg. In front, the armpits resting on the knee. Try to pull the belly up higher than the thigh and then turn your left shoulder all the way back. Look up behind you. If you can take the bind, you can go ahead, bring the left hand to the elbow if you need to bring the right hand underneath and then pull head out from underneath. Join your hands together behind underneath the belly. If it's too much, you can lower the knee down and do it from here. Push the hip back, the top of the head forward. Chest and shoulder, chest and gaze are up. Keep pulling on the head to get a little bit deeper into the twist. Then break the pose, bring the hands to the inside of the left foot, move the left foot out, slide the right toes back. Here, just fall to your right. If your hips are low to the ground, so you might be able to get your hip to come right down, your forearm to come down. Then roll back to your left. Try to get both sides of the hips down equally and see if you can get your chest closer, maybe even right on the ground if you're very flexible. Keep telescoping your chest and head forward. The more you lengthen, the more the body comes down. Make sure your knee not falling away from the shoulder. Keep it close to the shoulder. The knee in the same line as the foot, the heel. If you can't get your hip down very far, you can just stay on your hands, but drop your hips. Think of a cobra pose. Heavy in the hips. When the hips are eventually anchored down, the rest of the body will follow. Now from here, one more breath. Telescope your chest forward. Exhale, go a little bit deeper. Imagine your hips are made of lead. And break the pose. Lift the knee back up, turn towards the long edge of the mat, arms out to the side and come back up. Go to the other side now. You can't see the screen. When you turn right, turn around 180 degrees. Go to your right. Be strong and steady like the warrior. And then go up into warrior one. Make the modification as you need to by lifting your back heel up off the ground. Maybe bring the knee down to the ground if you need to. But again, challenge yourself to just go as far as you can to express the devotion of the warrior. The nice, long, straight lines. Now from here, if you can, if your heel's not lifted, lift the heel now. Turn forward and then go to your right. So again, the armpit is sitting, do it this way, the armpit is sitting on the outside of the knee. Right hand pushes into your left, really push hard so the belly comes higher than the thigh, and then keep pushing against the outside of the leg. Bring the right shoulder up. In line with the other one, maybe even further, chest facing up. If you want to take the bind, Use your right hand to guide the arm underneath. If your leg is lifted, you have more space for the arm to go underneath, but you keep pushing through the back heel so you stay balanced, you don't fall. And then you hold the hands underneath the belly, pull the right shoulder back. If it's too much, you lower your knee on the ground. Push the hip back, the head forward, and then turn your body to the right. Break the pose, bring the hands to the inside of the foot, move the foot out to the edge of the mat, and slide your left foot back as far as you can, but still keeping your knee, the back of the knee in line with the heel as much as possible. Make sure it's not coming out or the knee coming in, the foot going out. Keep your leg, your shin vertical. And if you can, roll to your left so you can get your left forearm down, left hip down, roll back to the right. Keep telescoping your chest forward. Eventually, when the hips are right down, the rest of the body will follow more easily. The pelvis, the belly, eventually the chest, right flat on the ground. Wherever you are, fix your gaze, merge with the form, become the lizard, just sunning yourself on a warm earth. And then coming back onto the hands, just over here. So from here, press into your hands, bring the right foot back to meet the left. High plank, and then go into side plank, go to your right. Stand on your left hand and left foot. So straight arms, the hips to the head, straight line. Push your hips up, make sure you're not sagging or dropping to the shoulder. Keep your left arm fully extended. If you want to, you can go into variations. Those you know, you can flip your, turn on the left foot, turn the toes so that they're facing along same line as the leg. Into wild thing, and if you want, you can go further into your variations if you know any. And then return, spin on the left foot again, left hand, come back to plank, go on the other hand. Turn to your left. You can keep your ankles crossed, this keeps you more steady. Good. Make sure again you're not sagging through the hips. If you need to, lower your right knee down. And if you want, you can go into wild things, so you spin on the heels of the palm, and then you slide your left toes back, push your hips all the way up. Anchor down to the inner edge of the foot. And then come back. Same as you entered, spin on the foot, come back to plank. So from here, lower the knees down, come back into child's pose. Breathe in, breathe out all fatigue. Good, now from here, lift the seat up, hare pose. Try to get your seat directly over the knees. Push the upper back forward so that the upper back looks like a wall. You bring your chest, and so you try to push your chest right into between your shoulder blades, your belly button out through the lower back. You can stay here. If it's too much pressure on the back of the neck, just move your head forward a little bit so you're more on the top of the head. Those who feel comfortable can come into teddy bear, either your fingers, make sure they're not right beside your head. They should be in front where you can see them. The arms a little bit more than 9 degrees. And then walk your feet forward until your toes are just behind your fingers. And then just see if you can bring your knees just below the knees against your elbows. Flick your toes away from the earth. And maybe eventually you can bring your toes up. This is pretty close to the ground, so all you have to do is bring your feet back down if you're not feeling comfortable. You can do it from flat hands as well. But again, make sure they're not right beside your head. Your arms should be like right angles. Those who are more comfortable can come into a headstand of sorts. Split your legs if you like. To give yourself more space. Again, if you're starting, you bring your fingertips on either side of the mat. Very wide, long stance. The head at the base of the triangle. And then you lift your one leg up behind you, allow the foot to hang back. Keep the leg close to your body. This helps you with steadiness. And then see if you can pull your toes of the front leg in front, the foot in front, up off the ground, just like that. Don't jump. Practice in a way that's controlled. If you jump, you might go too hard and you land right on your back. Push through the base of the toes. Those of you who are okay, the pose, you can peel your fingers off one at a time until you're just on the very fingernail of the index finger. Eventually maybe the baby finger. Almost no weight. And then come back down. Come back into child's pose. Breathe in. Breathe out all fatigue. Roll your way up. Bring your legs out in front. Scoot your seat forward. And lie down on your back. Keep your heels close to your seat. The edge of the feet in line with your hips. Just bridge pose here. Press into your hands and lift your back above the ground. Tuck your shoulders under so that the arms go right underneath the body. From above, you can't see your arms anymore. Interlace your fingers if you like. Press down to the edges of your hands and try to get your chest up close to your chin. Tilt the hips forward, the pelvis forward. Good. Now you can bring your hands up to support your seat if you like. Thumbs, so you can have thumbs underneath and bring your other hands around, fingers around the edges of your hips. Allow your seat to sit on your hands. Move your elbows in a little bit more if you can underneath your body. This gives you more support and more height. And bring the left knee up and then extend your left leg up. This is an option again. You can stay in bridge if it's too much. And then back down, other leg now. Right knee up towards the chest. Extend the leg straight up. The toes in the same line as your hips. Bring back the foot. Hands down, palms down. Arms still underneath the body. Land your seat on your wrists. Extend your legs. Push into your upper arms, lift the back up off the ground. Move the elbows in again, close to your face, start to slide out, away from one another. Press your chest up, top head to the ground. Bhastrika breath here, breathe very fast in the nose. If you're strong enough, bring your legs up 12 inches off the mat if you like. Bring the legs down, break the pulse. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now bring the knees towards your shoulders. Press the knees into the front of the shoulders. Separate your thighs so the thighs are sitting on either side of the belly. Just keep the seat down, the sacrum down. You can move into happy baby. Bring your feet so the heels are directly over the knees. Your shins are vertical. You can roll from side to side if you like, or you can just try to bring one knee down at a time right beside your body underneath your arms. And from here, bring your hands to the insides of the feet, holding the heels. Some of you might be able to get your toes to the ground. Open up your legs. If it's too much, be careful again, don't overstretch. You can bring your hands to the backs of the lower legs or maybe even on your thighs. Just try to separate the legs. Keep your legs straight as you can without lifting your seat up off the ground. Come back. Arms out to the side like a T shape. Cross the left leg over the right. If you can point bring the right leg down a little bit, and then see if you can hook the right foot on the back of the left leg, just on the lower leg. And then bring your knees over to the right. Doesn't matter if you can't hook your foot. Just You can also just keep your knees and your shins together and then do this instead. Okay, so again, do according to your flexibility. Reposition the knees any way you like so that you feel like higher towards the right elbow, so you can feel the extension all the way down the spine, right to the base of the spine. Push your seat forward as you're trying to touch the sit bones to the front of the mat. Left shoulder, make sure it doesn't pop up. Try to keep stretching the left arm out so that the whole body stays flat as possible. Come back to the center. Cross your right leg over the left. Hook your foot if you like. Go to your left. Return, Shavasana. Extend your legs, allow the feet to fall outwards. The arms come a little bit closer, the palms facing up. The hands are still beyond the edges of the mat. Now take a deep breath in. Exhale, relax, soften. Feel as though all the muscles dissolved and became soft. No strength left in the muscles, so that the slightest bit of weight feels heavy. Feels as though the muscles and the skin were hanging off the bones. Drop all the tension out of the body. And make yourself into a more receptive state to receiving everything that you need. Best of the best coming in now. Like big waves coming onto the beach, bringing with it all the benefits that come, especially as a result of you offering up all your own benefits that you receive to all beings. Good actions and thoughts and words attract good circumstances, good outcomes for you. So invite it all in with gratitude. Everything that you need is coming to you now. Infuse yourself with it. Direct it all to the spiritual heart, which is located in the center of the chest and the right side of the physical heart. This is where God resides, and as God is equally present in all forms, everything that you receive and that you bring to God goes out to all beings. So in the inhales, all of that goodness is coming in. On the exhale, you're flooding all beings with it as well. Everything you have, meant to be shared, offered up for the benefit of all. Stay that intention of cultivating compassion through kind actions, words and deeds, and thoughts. And extend them to all beings everywhere, not just those who are close to you, your loved ones, your friends, families, and pets. All beings. We're all just divine manifestations of God. So now take that into the world with you, into your day-to-day life. Prepare to sit again. Move in a way that is reverent, that is silent, that keeps you in this state of calmness, tranquility, groundedness. Close the practice with Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Instill the peace within, send it to all beings everywhere. Om Shanti. grace of God. All is within. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining. Have a wonderful day. So I guess it wasn't appreciably shorter, but thank you for joining, and see you next time. Much love.